little based on my life I'm going through with my relationship. The only thing is different is where the place begins and takes place at. A little bit, just a fake this world. The hometown, the world has just been destroyed and practically destroyed by spirits, and evil spirits have taken human forms. It's a dark world where buildings are falling, collapse, because there's no more life to this world. There's no more living in this world. God has taken the ones that were faithful to Him, and left the ones who love the world. By saying that, Satan has taken over the world with his demons, so people who are still in this world have evil spirits. JP is a teenager boy that lives by himself in a Will Holden house. It means that his house is actually not totally collapsed from like any other houses, because he has not given love to this world and feels like fear to this world by actually accepting how it is. So it shows that he has not given his heart to this earth. He stays at his house and waits for his relationship, waits for his girlfriend Kay to come by. So not everybody is corrupted by the evil spirits. Some are still have spirits from their own spirits, from the souls. Kay is relationship with JP. As you can see, she lives with her parents. Her parents actually don't get along with JP. They try to convince that JP is not a guy that is worth living with. Kay has a disease that is not curable, but is actually curable in this life. But in this story, it's actually she's not curable. Kay makes the best of it to live with JP. Kay tries to show JP that there's still hope in this world, that there's still meaning of life. She tries to take JP away from his house, living to this place, to this story where it takes place at. But JP does not actually does not try to risk his life going outside, staying away from his house and going to the world. So his mentor is the prophet Yule. The name actually came from the Bible. It's actually biblical. It's actually Prophet Samuel, but I just took out the Sam, name him Prophet Yule. Prophet Samuel is an inspiration that it gave me. Prophet Samuel was a man of God that listened to him and obeyed him, his rules, what he wanted to do. He made King Saul a king for Israel, but King Saul disobeyed God and did not want to do what God wanted to do. Prophet Samuel made David king of Israel. Prophet Yule guides JP to where Kay is at, where she's been held at, she's been taken care of, where her disease is still there, and she's laying down at the hospital. The Dars are actually evil spirits. The Dars are basically the ones that are from death and dreams. So you can't really see the spirits from this world, but only in human forms. In dreams you can see reality spirits, you can see their demon spirits, you can see their bad spirits. Not in human forms, but the dark are supposed to mean dark, meaning that is bad, meaning that is actually a follower of Satan, that wants Satan to take over of King of Jesus Christ. But actually, I did not want to name it dark because they will be recognizable. So I name it the Darks because the Darks are evil spirits. So the call to adventure to the story begins with Kay when she really gets sick from a disease that is not curable. She ends up at the hospital and JP gets worried about her. JP tries to call Kay parents, but the parents do not answer to JP since they don't like him. JP has to decide whether to go visit Kay for the last time or staying home and not even saying goodbye. JP decides to go for her for the risk of his love, for finding his love, and knows that he will always be there. JP knows that Kay is in the hospital for the first time, heading outside, has no clue where he's going at. JP gets lost, but does not give up for finding Kay for his love. Prophet Yule shows up in the middle of where he guides him where Kay is at. So Prophet Yule guides him and tells him where everything is gonna be alright, and that he has to listen to God. He has to listen to him. Prophet Yule, he has to listen to him and do what he wants him to do. Prophet Yule gives a book with no words, no cover on the where the book is just plain, and tells JP that it's going to guide him. It's going to show him the path of life.
A dream meant to be a lie, but I want to be the one that lasts to fight your battles. You got to believe.
So JP gets where Kay is at. JP gets close to Kay, feeling an emotion of love and a fear that he will lose her right at that moment, and talk for a while about everything is going to be alright, everything is going to be okay. So Kay knows that she's dying at that moment and dies after she tells him that it's going to be okay and don't worry and don't never forget about me. So JP cries and just walks away and starts running away from the hospital. Prophet Yule tells JP to go back and return to her because she's not dead but asleep in another dimension. Prophet Yule tells him, use what you have read and learned from the Bible, from the book. And Prophet Yule just tells him your path will be clear. JP just starts running to the hospital and just lays right next to her. JP begins to sleep and sees everything black and buildings collapse to the floor. JP just sees Kay laying down on the floor. JP tries to find out how to bring her back to life from the death, from the sleep where she's at. So JP walks around and looks around, finding a way to bring her back. Seeing that he can bring her back since Prophet Yule told him that he can bring her back. So JP takes the stairs where it leads him to the darts. One of the darts sees him and just runs at him and tries to take the spirit of JP. So that meaning JP has to fight for his own life. Eventually, the book from the Prophet Yule gave him fell from his sweater. The book opened and struck a light, scaring the dark. Since the darks are afraid from the light, JP knew there was something special about that book that just opened and just shined a big lightning strike, and knew that the book will bring Kay back. So JP runs to Kay as fast as he could, and the darts tried to stop JP from opening the book, and just a big shine of light comes from the book, and the darts just tries to stop him by opening the book. But since the darts are afraid from the light, they can't do nothing about it. JP and Kay are on top of the hospital roof, and they see the view down where everything is destroyed, how the life is still going on, but they know the truth, and they start holding hands, and they know that there's hope in this life, that there's something that's going to be back to this life again. So they raise the book. JP and Kay start raising the book up to the sky, and this time the book has a cover named the Bible, and that's what it means, that he knows, and eventually in the end he knows that the book has a meaning of life.
Everywhere I go, I see your face. What's in my mind?
noticed in the past time. But sometimes you gotta let go if you feel the way you feel.
Baby, I dream of you in my sleep. I can't stand the thought of losing you, but you're gone now, you're gone now. I see what it's like to be alone. I miss you, I need you, but I can't seem to get you back to me.
I got this feeling that I'm losing in every way. Feeling that I can't explain just the way I felt from the first day. But another emotion expression that will try to bring my love to light. I promised you just the first day, always said forever, going to be the same. I can't imagine when you leave, you say you're going to stay. I hope that wasn't true, that you were never meant to get away. But cause every time I go and see your face, a memory is to make me fly, to keep a destination, to keep on going back to you as the sky that is blue. At night it gets dark, to lose somebody by your side, so it's a clue. I stay asleep so I can't lose you, because it's a dream meant to be a lie. But I want to be the one that lasts to fight your battles. You got to believe the love is true as I see it in your face, and I promise you that I will never leave.
Everywhere I go, I see your face. What's in my mind and it won't go away. I pray to God that it goes away, but it never has.
I've been alone for so many times, never noticed in the past time. But sometimes you gotta let go if you feel the way I said do. You remember the few words that I give you, meaning another dimension. Never thought I could take it to another level, bring it without caution. Now look at what I did. Now I'm looking, never look in the backside, getting stabbed with poison. You got to understand why I'm rhyming with this every emotion I feel for choosing my own destination. I need you to come back to me because I miss you, it makes sense. You said I was not going to lose you as a lotion and sweet tender on your arms, because I got nobody else, no other woman. I know it's not jealousy, it's got to be another reason why I felt like I'm losing you, the only one in my dreams. Daydreaming every day, thinking about you 24/7. Facing out, shouting out loud to the entire world, always taking forever. The best in this world to educate it to home. Why am I working? I pray to keep you, but I can't make you mine. If it's not meant to be on my mind, at the top of my lines.